Hello and welcome to episode 4 of All the Mods 9, and I just killed a spider, and in return, it destroyed one of my crops. Its dead carcass falls from the top of the house and untills one of my soils. Did you give me a flawed guardian gem? Honestly, I'll take it. Should give. So, in between last episode and this one, I actually did some research. I didn't look it up on the internet, but what I did do is broken? Whatever, I'll make a new one. Let's check this chest. Nope, it's not. Okay, I was in the other chest. I was looking through the advancement list, and I noticed that the way you're meant to put the gems on your weapons or armor is actually through the smithing table. And I was reading through some of my armor sets and I noticed that they have this thing called socketed on it. And I think that means that those are places for you to put the gems. So that's pretty neat. And I already know from looking at this previously that you are able to make the gems like these say like they're flawed or they're cracked or they're chipped. You can adjust you can make them into like perfect gems, or I guess they don't call it perfect, they just call it flawed, or they call it the gem, using this gem cutting table and some materials. So that's pretty good. So yeah, so I think we might end up going back into the dungeon, but I did realize that before I go into the dungeon, I really need to make a backpack. So I think that I want to set off on a quest today to bring at least 2 cows back. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'll meet you at the cows, I suppose. Ah, looks like this is going to be a little easier than I thought it was. So I have my cow waypoint way over there, but turns out we actually have some cows a little closer. So here we go. Bring this guy. As we're bringing you, we're going to go ahead and grab. We'll make sure that the lead doesn't break. Glad that we randomly got these leads and I decided to pick them up into my overcrowded inventory. Maybe we'll check that out today. And so the dungeons are kind of crazy. Also, there's sheep closer by here too, so that's really good. So after I grab these cows, I'm actually going to go ahead and grab the sheep. Honestly, we might grab a couple batches of animals. I do realize that I haven't had time to set up a pen yet. Okay, try and get these cows here. Okay, so we lost the lead, but looks like we have actually 4 cows. So I don't know how we managed that, but we did. So there we go. Now we just gotta set up a pen, and that'll be good. All right, we have successfully gotten the cows into the pen, so that's awesome. Now we just gotta repeat the process for the sheep, and then we'll be pretty good for setting up this episode. All right, so I figured we'd actually just continue the conversation as we're going over the sheep instead of trying to talk while hurting animals, because apparently that's too difficult for my brain. I think it actually is just hurting animals in Minecraft is honestly just one of the most obnoxious things to do, especially in this weird like leafy biome. Like there's so many things for animals to get caught on, and I lost a lead, which is really unfortunate. So anyways, so going back to the conversation about preserving, gosh, I always keep forgetting the word. It wasn't preserving. What was the word? Wife. It was maintaining. I remember. Right before she was about to say it. Maintaining a long-term Minecraft world. So last episode we talked about goals and how goals can help you stay focused and maintain a long-term world. This episode, I want to talk about how taking a break is really important. So, I've talked about this in a couple videos before, but if you're seeing these videos, you probably have not watched my League of Legends videos, just by nature of the algorithm, and that's okay. But in those videos, because of the nature of how competitive of a game League is, it is very difficult stay interested. Oh my gosh. The sheep are spinning! It's very difficult to stay interested in a game when you don't take breaks. Looks like we got a cow friend all along for the ride too. That's fun. Yeah, it's very difficult. You guys are talking over me. 1 second. Goodness gracious, how rude. Animals. Okay. So, anyways, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, imagine if you can mute people in real life. Anyways, it's very difficult to stay focused and enjoy a game when you're constantly playing it. So a lot of people, what they do in their Minecraft playthroughs, and I'm speaking for people who I've played with fairly often too. A lot of people, what they do in Minecraft is they go underground, they get full diamond armor, they go and they beat the Ender Dragon, and then they're like, well, crap, what do I do now? And I'm here to say that taking a break actually helps a lot with that, because it allows you, and this actually brings me into one of my other points, it allows you to take your time with the playthrough. And I think taking your time is super important in maintaining a long-term single-player world, because it allows you to focus on some of the more creative aspects of Minecraft. If I just wanted to go and get the best gear as quickly as possible, I would go play an MMO. If you wanna go and get the best gear possible and just feel like an absolute raid boss, go play an MMO. That's what those games are for. Minecraft is not an MMO, but it could be. But you should focus on what parts of Minecraft are unique. And that, at least in my opinion, one of the most unique parts about Minecraft is the creativity with the builds. If you're not good at building, you should practice and take some time to get good at building. I think that is a very, very good and helpful strategy. Let me go the sheep on leads real quick. We'll kind of let the cows wander off, and then we'll get them into a pen. Here, so we'll go ahead and put this pen around here. Right. There we go. Got the sheep, a nice little pen there. Go ahead and herd these cows real quick, and then we'll go ahead and continue the conversation. This fence. Come on. Get in here. Break this one too. There we go. Get that out of my offhand. Fence is back. Oh, don't! No! Come back here. Okay. Come on. Be faster. Oh! Come on, cows. Goodness gracious, you crazies. I really should have just put a fence gate down. Quick. There we go. Got it. Herding animals in Minecraft. Whoever said it was easy? No one, right? What was I even saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. I think something that I was saying is oh yeah, I remember now. I was saying focus on the unique parts of Minecraft. One of those things could be building. If you're not good at building, you should practice building because you'll get better at it. Some people might think this house that I made is terrible. And you know what? It might be. But I'm going to keep practicing and, you know, using what I've learned over time, watching other people's videos and playing myself, and I'm going to keep learning how to build. And I think that's part of the enjoyment of Minecraft is learning how to do the things that you might not be the best at. And that's honestly, you know, this isn't just a Minecraft exclusive thing to learn either. It's kind of just a life lesson. You should take the time to learn some of the things that you're not naturally good at, because that is some of the best ways you can learn to get some more enjoyment out of the things that you do, or maybe just the things that you don't do. So there you go. I'll stop talking about that for this episode now, but those are kind of the main points that I want to talk about this episode, because I think it's pretty important. And I mean, the reason why I even want to talk about this is because this is something that, you know, I have experienced a lot. It's you know, this channel is called Burnt Out Gaming, and I have experienced burnout very often when I play games, because I'm the type of person that likes to focus on one game at a time. I'm not really the type of person that plays a lot of different games. A lot of people, when they stop enjoying the game that they mainly play, they kind of just move on to different games. But what I like to do is I like to change up what I do in the games that I play in order to continue enjoying them. And if you're that type of person, then if you're enjoying these videos so far, you should keep watching them, because I'm the same type of person, and I want to continue sharing some strategies that I've learned, not just from my experience, but also from other videos that I've watched. I've watched a lot of videos on how to extend single player worlds. I watched one really good video. I'm gonna see if I can find the link and put it in the description. But there was one specific video that I watched that said stop pressing this button, and it was the create new world button. I think that video has a lot of good strategies. That's a lot of what I've been talking about in this series so far. So anyways, big talk over. I think we're gonna go ahead and get into that big tower once we go ahead and sleep real quick. So I'll be right back. All right, we're awake again on another Minecraft morning. All right, let's go ahead and head off into that big tower over there, somewhere in that direction. All right, we're coming up on the big tower here. Here we go. So I will say from experience, these things are kind of a pain to climb. And it's so funny because it looks like, because as we get up to this here, you're going to see that there's a big spiral staircase and a bunch of ladders. And you would think, oh my gosh, this is probably so easy to climb. But it just so happens that the way that these stairs and ladders turn out, it's actually kind of a pain. So here we go. We're gonna see if we can get up here. So here we go. I've had a little bit of practice now. I might have to tower up a little bit though. All right, here we go. Keep climbing this thing. So I will say, you know, just as I've been talking about all this, oh my gosh, long-term playthrough stuff, you'll notice that, you know, goodness gracious, I'm just gonna tower up. In this series, I'm gonna focus on taking my time, because I am the type of person to kind of rush through things sometimes, and the things that I have described that happen to other people have happened to me. And I want to avoid that as much as I can. So we're gonna take our time through this. I know in one of my episodes I said that we're gonna set up an ME system on episode 3. No, that's not true. My wife reminded me that even if I do get all the materials to set up an ME system in episode 3, she has humbly reminded me that you need power to set up an ME system, and we do not have a consistent source of power yet. Let's go ahead and take this waystone. That's gonna be pretty helpful. And yeah, so we gotta set up a nice consistent source of power before we get a real ME system going. Backstabbing, nice. So yeah, we want the map, whatever. We'll take that map. So yeah, before we set up an ME system, we do kind of have to get some power going. So that's one kind of downside. But yeah, we are going to take our time with the playthrough. I think the ME system is kind of an exception. I'm partially rushing to do that only because I enjoy the game a lot more when I'm able to keep my inventory managed. And I will say that, as I'm talking about this, I was just talking about how you should focus on the things that you're not as good at in Minecraft. And maybe something that I should work on is my inventory management, so I don't need an ME system as a crutch. I think I'm still going to make an ME system, but I am going to try... You know what? We'll extend into another thing I was talking about. I'm going to make it one of my goals. One of my goals is going to be to have some better inventory management. I am going to try my best to clear out my inventory to at least this 3 by, how much is this? 3 by 6 grid. Every time I go on an outing, I'm going to get rid of this 3 by 6 grid of items so that I have at least that much space. But that being said, this is modded Minecraft. The reason why we got cows is we need to make backpacks. So let's go and make some backpacks. Okay, so we're back at home. I do apologize because my OBS actually crashed, and while I thought we were recording, I actually ended up finding a really good cave over here. I marked it with good cave on the waypoint, so that's cool. We're probably going to go into that cave in a future episode to get some resources, but for now, I actually ended up killing a bunch of cows off camera, and we're going to go ahead and make a backpack. So here we go. So that was kind of the main goal here. Some nice inventory management. So we need some string and some leather. All right, let's see if we have some string. If we don't have enough, we actually have some sinew, which we can cook and turn into string, which is awesome. So this is the crafting recipe here. So we smelt that. We can utilize that. Each one gives you 3 strings. So that's going to be very helpful. We can go ahead and make one of these backpacks, and that is going to be very, very, very good for inventory space. Even say it is huge. All right, so here we go. Let's make a chest. And boom, backpack. Oops. Shift right click. Oh, you can set it down. I didn't know that. That's cool. But I also know that you can press G and put it on your back, and then you can open the backpack. I had to rebind some hotkeys to get this to work properly, but there we go. That's going to be super, super helpful for inventory management. But yeah, all right. So we did a good amount of this episode. We did some exploring. We did the hardest thing in Minecraft. Oh, let me sleep real quick. We herded some animals, specifically cows and sheep, and we got them into a nice pen. So we could start breeding them, getting some wool, and getting some leather. And that is awesome. Super, super helpful. But yeah. Just a nice goat horn to end off the episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.